Solvent. Average speed 34.3 kilometers an hour on that first lap. So a very steady opening lap of racing, as we can tell. Yeah. There's our Brazilian rider. They get themselves to the feed. The opportunity to take bottles on board and get themselves ready. Taking bottles, as many bottles as they can, gels, getting rid of bottles as well. Number 41 there, moving her way up, Elia Marta. Number 17 at the back is Marta at the back. Lots of history being made today. Mably Phillips just having some water poured over her back. Abigail Miller doing that for her, number 4. And Gabrielle McHugh to her left-hand side. There's one of our riders from Colombia, Osorio, number 38. Just spinning along there nicely in the peloton and just conserving the energy. Luciane Osorio, 7th in the Pan American Youth Games in the road race back in August. She's the Pan American Continental Champion as a junior in both the road race and a time trial. Now we start to see a little bit of an acceleration from Spain. And the first big attack of today's race. So a really big stretch at the front. It's Roos Muller who's making a move with the Spanish rider as well. Suddenly this peloton is in one long line as riders have to react to the acceleration. And the Brazilian rider makes her way back into the group, which is good news. And another counter-attack from Czechia. Just jumping off the front now. So that little reaction has caused now waves to go through the group. This is Germanova. She was struggling for a little while, and now she's back at the front looking good. Germanova on one of the UAE Team ADQ bikes, as you can see, with the colours of that machine as she makes her way off the front. Ten seconds now is the advantage as she jumps away. Megan Aaron sitting again towards the back on the right-hand side. Germanova, 17 years of age. She's had some good results this season already. Already growing to 12 seconds this advantage. A nice attack by Germanova. This is one of the Kazakhstan riders. Germanova looking comfortable. It is one of the old UAE Team ADQ bikes that she's riding. You can tell immediately with the fork colours that she's got. She's time trialling away very, very nicely, isn't she? She's ridden a lot of races this season, 34 race days for a junior, and she's had lots of top 3 results. She's raced quite a lot in Belgium during the season. She was 9th in the junior Tour of Flanders. Finished 2nd on a stage of Vuelta Cantabria. 3rd overall in the general classification. That race was won by Spirakova, her teammate. Celia Torres was in 2nd place. She's decided to take this race on nice and early. Just finished 18th in the Grand Prix Sarah Tizet. That was back at the end of August in preparation for these World Championships. 27 seconds is a considerable margin now for Germanova to do something and grow this lead even further, because everybody seems quite happy to just let this pace just track along. She's taken a good opportunity. It's a long, long way out. And one of the Rwandan riders returns back into the peloton. And more riders coming back. Another of the Rwandan riders returns as well. Joined by Rahel Gimbato, the other Ethiopian, number 57. So there's obviously been quite a hard chase for them, but they've managed to get themselves back into the peloton. Live another day here. There's one of the Ethiopian riders who's just returned. Works her way up the outside. It's very important always in junior racing to be thinking, okay, I'm at the back now, but that's not the place to be. Get myself back up there as close to the front as possible. This rider is very, very comfortable, isn't she, in the cadence she rides and the way she rides. Look at that. There's no rock in those shoulders whatsoever. It's all about energy transmission through the pedals, keeping the pace as high as possible. And she's tracking along here at 50 kilometers an hour. Looks extremely comfortable that she could continue like this for a long period of time. She's now in a position where she controls what happens. She's able to ride the lines that she wants to ride. And she heads her way towards Kigali Golf for the 2nd time. Reached the bottom of there in 1.4 kilometers. Before there, we've got that little bit of a drag uphill now. Megan Aaron sitting at the back. Last night we went to an important presentation in the world of cycling where they announced the various schedules for the next year's World Championships, which will be, of course, in Montreal in Canada. They announced the different days. There will be a bit of a return, actually, to how the World Championships used to be. So there'll be a day where there is no racing at all on the Wednesday of the schedule. What was noticeable was that there will be a day on Tuesday of 3 different races to be held. But a lot of racing to cover, of course. One thing that really stood out for me was that the women's elite road race will be held over 180 kilometres on the Saturday, with 2,500 metres of climbing. 180 kilometres is a long, long way. And I think the longest world championship we've ever had for women. Other things to note was that the women's and men's elite individual time trial will take place on the first day, on the Sunday, and they'll both be held over exactly the same distance of 39.9 kilometres with 195 metres of elevation. So pretty much a flat power time trial. So for the men, it will suit those real power riders. For the women, it's a Marlin Royster style course. But the big day on Tuesday will be a men's junior time trial, the team time trial mixed relay, and the women's junior individual time trial, all on the same day. So a lot of headlines there, and there was a really nice presentation by the various people from Montreal. It was interesting to hear the various tourism aspects. She's now shown 40 seconds. The tourism aspects of Montreal, what they're planning, lots of background on visas and the feel of the city. Got a full rundown of all the courses, and I'm sure you'll be able to see those now online with the various media outlets covering them. On to Kigali Golf then for the peloton. Now it feels like some of the teams realise that they don't want their lone leader out there for too long. That time when we got to the end of the lap, there were 47 riders left in the peloton from a total of 71 starters. We've seen a few riders return. And now this Ethiopian rider has decided that she is going to push the pace. Sege Kiros. Coming back into the race then, Mably Phillips. Now a bit of a swelling of that peloton. Everybody looking around at each other. Some conversations going on as well. The Spanish rider is having a real go at having a real chat at riders across from her. This is Alexandra Safiri. She's back in the group. So the Cypriot rider back into the group of riders. Number 69 there on the right-hand side. We're heading towards Kimihurura for the second time. Now riders get the sense of who has got the legs. There's no doubt that the Ethiopian rider has got the climbing legs. Can she use those to good effect as the race continues? Number 5 there, Mably Phillips. Number 4 is Abigail Miller. Number 41 there is Aliyah Marta from Switzerland. Switzerland have a good team in here with the 2 riders. Anya Grossman is the rider on the front who's keeping alongside everybody else. Canada moving up with Sydney Swerenga. Again, they've had their guidance from during an early season with Caroline Canuel from Canada. Trying to just give these riders all the little attributes they need to be clever and win bike races, giving them the experience they need. The Canadians have always particularly in cyclocross, have had a little bit of a base as more riders come racing back in. The Canadians have always had a base in Belgium, particularly around cyclocross. We've seen them grow in their stature around these sports and the development of riders. They've particularly been based and helped by Tim Harris in Belgium as well, who's got he's well known for having a load of houses around Belgium where the races are on. He's an ex-professional rider, an ex-sports director for the Movistar team. And he certainly helps out as many teams and riders as possible. Downhill now. The Great Britain team starting to show towards the front. This is one of the fastest sections of the course. Liliane Uwuringamana at the back, number 67. Let's see if she can just stay there now. The Brazilian rider we were talking about a little while ago, she's still hanging around the back of this race. She could do with trying to find her way up the group of riders into a more comfortable kind of level. It's one thing saying it, it's another thing actually doing it. This is where we saw the crash last time. Wow, that was a fast rock into that particular left-hander from the Norwegian, and back onto the cobbles for the second time. Now, last time we saw a number of riders really struggle up here. Moving up on the outside, Canada, the Ethiopian rider still there and looking good. And again, more riders feeling the pace. Chermanova actually has gone out the back again this time. Elodie Maloise of Canada, she's struggling a little bit here. Again, Sanne Lorijsen of Belgium, she's struggling too there on the right-hand side. It's the same riders who are feeling the pace. Oh, and a number of the Canadian riders suddenly feeling the pace. 3 of their riders going out the back. Abigail Fortier also struggling a little bit, number 12. Number 13 there is Raphael Hood. Suddenly, they are not enjoying this climb at all. Yet again, it's the Ethiopian rider who really rips it up the cobbles. And again, a selection is being made. Alexis Jaramillo also struggling. Front of the race then on the left-hand side, Ethiopia represented, Switzerland, Canada, Australia on the right-hand side. France are represented too, so are Italy. This forcing of the tempo is really starting to cause problems for riders every single lap. And there are riders who are finding these cobbles just not to their liking at all. And slowly but surely this attritional race, even in these early stages, is starting to show us who the strongest bike riders are in this women's junior road race. Australia still have one rider right at the back there. There's a massive group of riders that have been dropped. So many of the British riders are in here as well. Gabriella McHugh. Gear problem there for Marta Dolven. Doesn't look like it's going to be the day for Megan Aarons at the moment. Her and her teammate Ruth Muller are also out the back. Well, that's a little bit of a surprise, but it's that cobbled section, that push that the climbers are making, that is really making a massive difference in this particular race. Anja Grossman of Switzerland, so animated. Australia have one representative in here. Italy have 3 riders in this front group. All 3 of their riders are making the selections. Elena De Laurentiis, Chantal Pugolo, Giada Silo. This is Gabriella McHugh. This is an extremely hard race so early. And there are just groups of riders spread all over this course.
Relentless false flat all the way. At about the jersey there. Another kick that you got to give to make your way to the line. So things that won't reach.
Just coming under 50 minutes.
We got 3 more of these to do after this.
And I worry about the Ethiopian rider doing so much work. She's been on the front so many times, but maybe that's her main tactic of the day. Just keep the selections going, wear everybody down. She is the best chance so far of Africa getting a medal in these World Championships. Of course, this afternoon they've got a massive opportunity with Kim LaCour. End of the second lap of racing. 3 laps to go. The front group is only 18 riders now already. Now these riders will try and get back on over the top. They're already 19, 20 seconds down, 21 seconds down. But 18 riders in the front group. Sergei Kiros, Anja Grossman of Switzerland, Tully Schweitzer of Australia, Sydney Swerenga of Canada, Alejandra Nera of Spain, Giada Silo of Italy, Erin Berthman of Britain, Thais Poirier of France, Chantal Pugolo of Italy, Paula Ostis of Spain, Elena De Laurentiis of Italy, Maria Orkuczynska of Poland, Rafael Carrier. Australia now start to up the tempo. Erin Berthman in second place for Great Britain. It's Tully Schweitzer who's trying to keep this momentum going. This is number 50 from Chile. This is Marlon Rojas. Just in front of Ruth Muller, trying to come back into the peloton. Suddenly there's a little